Well, Happy New Year and welcome to 2021. Now, Mind for Life has got so much in store for you guys where you're going to learn a bit about everything, really. And today, we're going to learn a bit more about even more to do with nutrition, that is. And flying us down virtually to Melbourne in our nutrition kitchen is Kylie, our new nutritionist here at Mind for Life. Hello, Kylie.
Hi, Chad. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Well, you know, we just couldn't wait to have you, really. We are very excited for everything that you have been doing in your kitchen so far. So tell us a little bit about what you have been doing in your nutrition kitchen.
Yeah, see, I'm excited too, by the way. So I've been madly building behind the scenes a recipe database for Mind for Life. And basically, it's a reflection of how I eat. It's how I want to eat. It's how I want my clients to eat as a nutritionist. And we're incorporating breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas. This month, I'm focusing on beetroot and all the constituents and health benefits for the clients. And food doesn't have to be this like a big ordeal throughout the week. Food just needs to be simple. That is why we're done it this way. I've almost created a reverse cookbook, so it's not catching dust on the shelf. It's basically if you've got leftover stuff in the fridge, you know, if you've got extra beetroot sitting there, we buy it in bunches. We don't buy it one by one. You've now got the recipes to go, okay, I can actually eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and get all the good nutrition from it. Basically, what I want to do at the end of this video is pop a little link from Mind for Life, and it'll be there to help guide you, and you can jump on the blog and pull up the newsletter as well. And all the information that we speak about today will be packed in there.
So Kylie, without further ado, let's get into our root vegetable today. Our wonderful teeth staining, but beautiful body retaining beetroot galore.
Oh, beetroot. I love it. I love it. Look, right, beetroot, root vegetable, right? Really deep red in color. Its actual scientific name is trimethylglycine. Break that down a little bit. It's very impressive, big word to say. Beetroot is full of constituents, antioxidants, and really, really important macronutrients. So in terms of how beetroot can benefit people and just every day, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today is betaine. So betaine's found in beetroot. It's a constituent, and it actually is really beneficial in reducing glucose or insulin sensitivity and bringing those glucose levels down in diabetic patients. Beetroot, it's amazing. It really is a really great vegetable.
Is something that actually happens along most root vegetables, these constituents, or is beetroot higher in it or even lower in it than some other root vegetables?
Root vegetables, notoriously, they're grown in winter. Okay, that's the real earthy side of things, and generally they are higher in sugar, and higher in GI, because in winter you want to pack on a little bit of weight, says the universe and says nature, eating within the season. But beetroot's a little bit different because of that vibrant red color. It's got a lot more. It's different, and it's got a lot more in it. So you're looking at B vitamins, lipoic acid, the betaine that I spoke about, and a whole bunch of other manganese and magnesium and trace elements that really give it just like such a bang for buck when you are eating it. Chad, I want to jump in, and I want to jump on what you said and about, filling your own cup first. All these recipes that we're basically putting up that I've designed, it's batch cooking. I'm not talking, this big arduous task of fine dining meals every night. These recipes are so simple. You can do them in batches, and they'll actually keep for about 3 to 4 days. 4 days max, no more than 4. We're not, we don't want food poisoning on the cards unless it's in the freezer.
No. That is not on the cards in that perfect world.
No, it's not. Something about the beetroot, it's really versatile. This is what I want to punch home. So we've all had it over the years when our parents have cooked it for us. or fed it to us out of a tin on our Aussie burger. Some of us don't like it. We've all done it. Some of us don't like it, but there's more than one ways to skin a cat. You can grate it in salads raw. Good one. It actually tastes like a crunchy, beautiful, fresh vegetable grated. You can cook it. You can roast it. There's just so many ways, and you'll see all these in the recipes.
I love roasting beetroot in olive oil, garlic, and thyme and rosemary, and then just letting it sit in its juices once it's, because it dries out just that little bit, and then let it sit in and then fill it up with a little bit of juice, and then just sit it in there, and then let it just soak around in there for a little, then heat it back up, and it is delicious with some pine nuts over it. Amazing.
Our gut, that's what we really believe as nutritionists, and having a really diverse ecosystem going on in there from eating all your array of vegetables is so important. A really good one is getting a multi-strain probiotic that's refrigerated. Don't buy them off the shelf. Crack it open. Once you've cooked up your veggies, crack it open, or in your smoothies, and just off you go. Just put a little bit of probiotic in there, and you're really supporting your gut with some extra strains that we're not potentially getting from the supermarket. Look, when it comes to GI and high, low, or medium, basically we want to go for the low and medium options. It's okay to eat high GI food occasionally, but if you are a diabetic, or you have suffering from PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, or you have insulin resistance, or you're starting to show signs, it's really, really important. It's advantageous to eat just that really leveled out food, stuff that doesn't spike you too often. Okay.
Last thing I wanted to cover was eating root vegetables and eating vegetables in general. How do we go around people who are recovering from any health or any kind of surgeries or coming into a new world of recovery?
That is such an important question. And it is really, really broad, different recovery periods, especially for the GI tract. You're not going to be wanting to eat really high fibrous foods that are going to irritate your gastrointestinal tract. But if you're on your road to health, and you've got the doctors have said, hey, eat what you want, just eat healthfully, I think the best way to do it is just eat an array of vegetables. We're going for the colours of the rainbow, 6 to 8 serves per day. And experiment. You know what? Challenge yourself. Try one new vegetable a week. If you don't know what it is, pick it out of the supermarket, Google it, and Google how to cook it. It's exciting. But in terms of a healthful approach, really the only things that I've seen people react to are a subcategory of vegetables called the nightshade vegetables, or the deadly nightshades. And we're not really seeing huge reactions. They're more just little irritations. So they're things like potatoes, capsicums, tomatoes. Now, as Australians, we eat a lot of tomato, like passata. It's on our pasta, it's in our lasagna, it's everywhere. So just be mindful. Maybe that's something that you could start eating in moderation. They're not really something that you'd eat every day. But in saying that, the Italians have been doing it for years and they're fine.
That's right. So guys, we're out of time today, but see how this one conversation on beetroot really took us so many different places that show us how vegetables and understanding vegetable cooking and understanding the information and scientific information that help us understand how our lives can be changed and made more effective and better by our vegetables. So thank you so much, Kylie.
Thank you, Chad.
All right, guys. Yes.
I've got one more thing. I promise this is the last thing about beetroots. Guys, while we're on the topic of beetroot, you can tell I love vegetables. I love them. I love them so much. I could talk for bloody ages about them. So in terms of wastage and sustainability, when we're buying things from the supermarket, I think it's really important to understand what we can eat and what we can't eat in terms of the whole vegetable. people don't realize. I mean, don't eat the tops of rhubarbs. You know, Nan has always told us that, but they're actually chopped off in the supermarket. They're not going to give you something that's poisonous. In terms of beetroots, eat the leaves. They're amazing. When plants grow, you know, that's what gets the light. They're full of nutrients. They're not all shunted down to the actual root. So beetroot leaves in salads or actually cooked in stir fries with a little bit of lemon juice are amazing.
Because as humans, we don't like to not know something. So we won't try something if we feel we don't have any answers for it prior to starting. So this is not a life hack. This is going to be like a life hack of information that Kylie is going to bring to you. And Mind for Life is going to really help you start programming 2021 to new heights, because this isn't just about another post, another recipe, another different thing that's out there on the internet. Now, the way that Mind for Life will be working from 2021 will be delivering information that's key to your success, not information that you can flick past and take in and digest, because that is not your key for success. Your key for success is jumping on board and changing your life. And the only way you can do that is investing in yourself. So what we want to do is create content where you can take this information and start utilizing it, using it, and sharing it. Because 2021 can be your year. If you haven't had a year that you're really proud of, this one could be it. So stick around, guys. We're going to be here. Kylie's going to be here or there or wherever she's going to be. But what's important is 2021, we're going to be here for you. So stick around, come back, jump on, have a look, because there's so much for you to make this your year.